I won't.
Are you
I'm
gonna?
not.
Well, who's that fucking author?
Except
The guy who the guy who wrote I have no mouth but I'm a scream.
I don't remember his.
I
I don't know his name
don't
because
know.
he wasn't important enough for me to care about.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I remember when he was winning an award for like his penmanship, there
Mm-hmm.
was he's been known to be like really abrasive to like the general public, and when it comes to other authors, like I think he even has like a restraining order because he like threw hands with somebody because
Ah!
it's like you're writing his shit. This is what I think of you, and he punched him. Um, and like when he one time when he was like winning an award, the lady already at the podium, she's like, it's like, sir, do you think you can like in very like technical speak, it's like, do you think you can behave? And he's like, no. And then like she bluntly then just said, it's like, are you going to behave like a mom? And then he's still like, no. And then he eats the mic. He like shoves it in his mouth.
Damn, I think I made too many of these.
Well, hey there,
Keep
chat.
eating. Hi, chat. Also,
They were a
hydration
lot
for
lighter.
Nazis.
They were a lot lighter when I started.
Yeah, chat. You missed the whole conversation.
True,
You
you
can
did.
blame the dragon for that.
No. You don't get to know what we talk about, chat.
No. That's privileged
We
information.
were talking about
That's right.
prostitutes.
We were talking about prostitutes.
Maybe if you were just
And blackjack.
chat,
And
you
blackjack.
know what's going on? No, just kidding.
Sounds about right. That's right. Hi there, baby girl. All right. Well, I should probably turn the music off. Welcome to AniBites, the anime podcast. That's right, my peaking dragon dial.
And I'll say it right now, just because we always forget to say it. All views expressed in this podcast are purely our own, and they don't reflect on the overall quality of the anime or your own personal feelings.
That's right. We're happy when you enjoy something that we don't because somebody worked hard on it, or at least statistically average on it. You know, like One Piece.
And even if I doubt there is an objective thing out there, but even if there is something out there that's objectively bad, you can still enjoy it.
It's true.
We're not going to tell you. We can't tell you.
I can actually defend One Piece in that aspect, even
Like,
though I probably won't watch it. Anytime somebody posts a clip of it, especially the new shit, it does look visually impressive.
The main reason I hate on One Piece is not even because of One Piece itself. It's just because of the fans, really.
That's easy.
But we've had that
It's low-hanging fruit. We enjoy it.
multiple times before. Yeah, like the number one thing that can ruin something isn't the show itself, but it's the fan base.
That's true. It's true.
I learned very early on, being in the Yowie verse, that you just
Yowie-verse.
fucking avoid the fan. You just avoid the fandom like the plague. I learned very early on, don't give a fuck about the fandom, cry about it.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna move on.
That's fair.
Yeah.
In the end, that's what you should do. In the end, you should be able to be like, oh, this is a thing, and I've liked things that are like it in the past. Let me give it a shot.
Yeah.
And then I can enjoy it uninterrupted by third-party weirdos.
That's
yeah,
right.
but
Third-party weirdos one, but it's more like, if my friends are gonna be like, oh, you're fucking weird for watching, I don't give a fuck. Why do you care that I watch something? That's my thing. I'm a very nonchalant person when it comes to those things.
It just feels nice to be acknowledged by others, to know that they like the things you like, and it's not considered weird.
My model seems to be
but I have plenty of
stuck
other
in
things,
Angie.
you know?
My model seems to be stuck in Angie.
Was that
Probably because of our bullshit.
Anyways.
Boink.
Welcome
to AniBites, the anime podcast.
Again,
yeah,
this
we're doing
week,
the intro again.
Yeah, this week we have two things. It was Sleepy's choice last time we had a choice. So we're gonna pass it over to Sleepy, who's gonna introduce and do all of the stuff. Tag, you're it.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll start with our wonderful host over here, the famous Phoenix 322 VT.
That'd be me. I am famous. Some might say notorious, infamous.
Some might say stinky.
No one would say stinky. Only Corpse would say stinky.
I'm pretty sure there's several members in the chat and mods who would say you were stinky.
No, mods can't be
But-
trusted, though.
Then why did you make it mods? Anyways, putting that aside, you can obviously find Phoenix here. And if any other thing you want to plug yourself in, or just here?
Nah, I'm charged up. I'm good.
Okay. Next on the list to Phoenix's left is the wonderful Odat Brownie.
Heyo.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
And you can
said
find
that.
him at a Light Novel Brownie. YouTube.
On YouTube.
Wait, no,
Yep.
And also Odad Brownie's channel. He doesn't stream that much. Maybe he will again, maybe he won't. That's up
Yeah,
to
I'm
Brownie.
workshopping some stuff.
Yeah. And then
It'll probably
next.
just be a once a week thing.
All right. And then next we have the infamous Star.
I just exist.
It's true. She does.
She does.
Don't
we are
take
currently playing It Takes Two.
It's
so,
true.
You know, that's something that I'm involved in
Yep,
right
she-
now.
Yeah, she's playing It Takes Two with the dragon here.
Yeah. And maybe one day we can convince her to stream. So you can follow her here on Twitch.
I'll also be playing probably Split Fiction after because I do like the creator.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
And then next, I say next. Finally on the list, there's me, the host for today, Sleepy Corpse. You can find me at my Twitch link down below. I'm gonna try to start streaming again. It's just been very busy lately. Chat, life is busy. Life is rough.
Very true. Very true.
But yeah, this week, other than Freeweek, I asked the rest of them to watch, and I know I'm butchering the name partially, unless you can pronounce it. Magilumiere Limited.
Magilumiere.
Magilumiere.
Okay. Magical Girls Inc.
Yep,
Yeah.
basically.
Incorporated.
Incorporated. Yeah. They're incorporated.
So to give a brief summary to the chat, the premise is that a girl joins a magic girl company fresh out of graduation, and uses her special skill set to help the company fight. I can't remember what the enemies are called. I keep forgetting.
I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say kaijus, and I know that's not it.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah, they're not
kaijus.
kaiju.
They're...
It's literally just Kai. It's just
Oh, is it
That-
Kai?
That's right, it's
Oh.
Kai. You're right. So, fight the monsters known as Kai, which form up over time, and they have to do so with efficiency. But obviously, different companies have different meanings of the word efficiency and focus on different things.
Mhm.
All right, so starting with my first question, I guess, for everyone who did watch it.
Yeah.
So how, obviously, like in the first episode, one of the first things that we notice is that our main character, Kana, has applied to a whole bunch of jobs and been basically rejected from all of them.
Mood.
Mhm. Feels bad.
Going on that mood, obviously we've all been there in our life. How did you feel the first time you were applying to jobs? And that's like fresh out of
Mine's
school.
more recent.
Yeah, I mean, like the first time applying to jobs?
Yeah, and getting rejected, I should say.
I mean,
If you haven't been rejected, you can say, I've never experienced that, but I can relate to people who have.
Rejected as
Well, it's not even that. It's more like the job. It wasn't really that hard to get rejected when I first started applying for jobs. Now, however, and when I got out of college, it definitely was.
yeah, I can't say I was having trouble with work during college. It was until afterwards that happened. Let's see, yeah, I don't
You
know,
ready?
man.
I never really applied to a place that was gracious enough to respond to any of my online applications with "I'm sorry, we're choosing to not go with you as an applicant." They
I mean,
just
deafening
prioritized
silence
me.
is. Deafening silence is a response. So
Yeah, but with that, it's just one of those things where I I don't know. At some point, you kind of just like you don't really think about it. It's like here, I'm gonna send this in, and if nothing happens, then nothing happens.
Mm.
And then if I particularly want it, then I'll check up on them again and be like, hey, I'm just following up on my resume. It's like I just I want to thank you for the opportunity, and then
Yeah, but again, the question was like, how did you feel like the first time it happened?
well, the first time, I don't know, probably a little bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like at the part where I was starting to apply for jobs, you've already heard the horror stories of, it's like, oh well, I never heard back from my shenanigans, so it kind of tempered my expectations. It's not like asking out a girl and she shoots you down, and then you kind of just like, okay, well, I'm serving myself an extra shot tonight or something. It's like, no, it's not.
The worst thing you can say is no. Ew.
Post to Twitter.
Oh God, yeah.
Holy crap. No.
Post to Twitter.
Yeah, no. It's one of those things where I did get the preemptive strike of, oh, you should probably expect to not hear back from probably,
All of
more
them.
than 50%.
Only
of the
537 applications, guys.
Mhm.
Oh no.
And even
That's what
and
I've
even
done
when it
this
got to the
week.
point- Yeah. Even when it got to the point where like my in my first job where I got to the position where I was interviewing people to get hired,
Ooh,
Mhm.
bougie brownie.
the yeah, I can recognize that enough people do apply to one job where it's just like it's kind of difficult to get to everybody.
Mm.
And it feels kind of awkward to how do I phrase this? Just kind of Control C, Control V. I'm sorry, we're not going with you. Have a nice
Yeah.
day, and into
Yeah.
every single email. And then even in my current job, it's like, oh, we're kind of down a worker. And then I talk to my boss, and it's just like, what are we gonna do about it? And he's like, I'm not too worried about it. I think I have 200 applications sitting in my inbox right now. And I'm like, okay, that's fair.
Neat.
What a dick.
Okay.
Did I spell
Yeah, for
something
Chad,
wrong? Or
I posted that in there for Chad, who doesn't think to look at the names in case they wanted to look into it themselves.
oh.
Oh,
Uh,
well, it's in the stream title. I
Yeah.
figured-
Well, again, like I said, if they didn't look at the name.
My
Oh,
chat
well,
is very smart. They know where to find information.
Also, I wanted to post that to let them know how to reiterate how much I'm probably butchering the name. I'm just gonna call it Magical Girls Inc. for short for now.
That's totally fine.
So obviously, Magic Girls Inc. is on Amazon, and I heard that you all had a lot of problems with the ads. So
At one point, I did just fucking go on Woko's stream. I mean,
Put your
Amazon.
three-sided hat away.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember Twitch's policy on that. I just wasn't gonna mention anything like that. So I just wanted to know, like, how much difficulty or how much did it take you out of the show? Unfortunately, because it's unfortunate, but commercials do that for certain people.
I'm just pissed off that Amazon even incorporated that shit. If I'm paying for fucking Amazon, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, especially since they keep raising the fucking price. I mean, I get that it's a subsidiary of Amazon. It's not like Amazon, but it's like, no, it's going to the same fucking pockets. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
it just takes all the wind out of my sails. Like,
yeah,
I click on something that I want to watch, and then I'm front loaded with a 30-second ad, and then it's just like, okay, well, what I don't want to sit here and watch this. So what should I do? Should I start the episode and then go to the bathroom real quick? Because
and then sometimes it doesn't fucking hit you with an ad at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get the mid roll. I'm gonna get an ad at the 10-minute mark, and that one's gonna be an unskippable 2-minute ad, or 2.5-minute ad, depending on how risque they're feeling. I'm kind of feeling spicy, and I'm gonna get 300 seconds of ad. I was like, all right, yeah, you guys suck.
Spicy.
In a related story, ads will be happening in about 20 seconds. Chat, I appreciate you hanging in there and viewing with us. And
I feel like that was different.
Do we want to burn a time for 30 seconds before I say the thing I was going to say, or
nah? Just keep
or
going.
I just say
They're
it?
fine.
Okay.
Give me
Okay,
subs.
So what I was going to say was that I grew up watching TV and I'm used to
Yeah.
commercials. There's something, however, there is something about the commercials specifically online that are extra bad. Like the
Yeah.
TV movies and shows, at least when they cut to commercial, it's planned out. And the tradition's mostly smooth, except for like older movies or really long movies.
Yeah.
But like
here's the
but-
spot in the show where we expect you to cut for
Exactly.
Exactly. But like online commercials are just abrupt and happen in the worst possible spot always.
Yeah. So that's because they're like they just assume that spot will be there at the say 10-minute mark. Like they don't take into account the fact that, it might be the spot might be at minute 7. Like it varies by episode and by series, and it's like, and then all of a sudden, you're in a fight scene and it cuts to commercial, and it's like, fuck, man. Like, at least I think most of us are, now I'm gonna say all of us in this particular instance we're very much like, we didn't care about watching commercials back when we were watching TV and shit. In fact, it gave us kind of like that. I mean, some of my favorite thing was, all right, can you beat the TV show back from the commercial? Like, quick, make popcorn. Like, or like, oh shit, go to the bathroom.
Make a sandwich.
And then make a sandwich, and then all of a sudden, like the siblings would be like, it's back on, and you're like jumping over couches and chairs to get there. Like,
yes.
that type of shit.
That's the thing about my generation specifically, because while we are technically Gen Z, and of course in my situation I also grew up poor, so
Yep.
The very early Gen Z generation got to experience everything the fucking 90s kid did.
Yeah.
The issue is that we were jarringly thrown into the next part of the technology boost, and that fucked us up.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that, yeah. And
Elder Zillennials.
Yeah.
Elder Zillennials.
And I was also going to say the other thing is, I think only once I saw a commercial that was very seamless from the show. It was Japanese. I was watching the Japanese version of Code Geass because I couldn't wait for the subs, because it was like the season finale or something like that.
Feel that?
Yeah, sub or dub. Yeah, it was both actually. I wasn't gonna wait for either of those. And someone was just live streaming the show from the TV, and I saw the commercials, and I thought, wow, that was a seamless transition to commercials. I wish our commercials here in the States did that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the more I watched it, the more I saw that like that seamless transition didn't happen all the time. It did happen sometimes for anime, but not all the time. Still, I wish like we had more commercials like that.
Yeah.
Where the show just like fades to black and gently fades back into a, hey, do you like Code Geass? Here's the Code Geass merchandise. Like I said, it was very, obviously I don't have it like on file or anything, but it was very seamless for its time.
Should have taken a clip.
Mm-hmm. Should have, yeah. What the fuck, Sleepy?
I was baby time. Continue.
Another method that I employed when I was young?
What?
Yeah, no, we had a fucking VHS tape. I would copy over fucking VHS tapes all the fucking time.
Yeah, no, I did that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember a set of cassette tapes that we had that were all like the whole season of Sailor Moon. I fucking love that shit.
I had friends.
Commercials and all.
Yeah, I had friends who, despite being fans of the show. No, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'll just do this and then I'll let you continue. I had friends who were fans of the show that was live, so it wouldn't be like on DVD for like a year at least.
Mm-hmm.
But they hated commercials enough to where they wouldn't watch it live. They would just DVR it, and then after it was over, they would just go. They would just hop on the couch, watch it, and then fast forward through the commercials. They really loved it, but they didn't love it enough to catch it live. So.
Well, depending on what you're doing, you can't really quite catch it live, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, they had the free time, but at least at the time, they had the free time. They just didn't, like I said, they just really hated sitting through commercials.
It's true. But yeah,
I will say that those Sailor Moon things also did share that really good like commercial break. They had like a whole screen for it and shit.
yeah.
Very nice.
Kind of reminded me of Pokemon.
Yeah. But no, I mean,
I know Gurren Lagann had one, yeah.
I now, you know, now I kind of catered myself. The secondary problem is now that I've kind of catered myself so that like I pay extra so I don't have to do commercials. Like I just
I want to
don't.
binge watch. I'm gonna
Like
drop
I
my-
want to I want to binge watch. I go out of my like I got the Crunchyroll premium shit. You know, when I had
Same.
Hulu, I would have the Hulu premium. Like I go out of my way not to watch ads. And so maybe I've lost some of my ability to be like, oh, okay, we're just gonna like brain break type deal, you know, just fuck you, Amazon. Even though you own this
You,
company at
Amazon.
the moment, and I'm grateful to be on your platform. Fuck you.
Wait.
I know this is. Oh, you go first. Go ahead.
Oh no, it was the meme.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, like, I know this is purely a me problem. I can't binge watch anything. I like
Nerd.
have to like, I don't know if that makes me a nerd. I think that would like lower my nerd credibility. Honestly,
You're right. You're right. Dork.
Yeah, like I can watch like maybe an episode or two, but then I have to like pause and walk around the room. Like I don't need to go like out of the building. I just need to walk around the room and do something else.
That's
Which
fair.
is ironic because I can sit down for like if you give me an extra long ass movie, I can sit through that thing no problem. But you give me a series and give me a bunch of episodes, like I said, 1 or 2, maybe 3 at the most, and then I have to do something.
You know, that I have the opposite problem. I would say that for movies, that is what happens. Like I have to get up, I have to like move. Like I don't have the attention span to do it. But for like I could binge watch all fucking day. But I think it falls into that category of like, 2-hour movie. Oh, 8 15-minute YouTube videos sold.
No, if I'm interested enough, I will sit through it. If I'm not, I'll be like, nope, can't do it. Fuck, gotta get up. Like if I'm not interested enough in it. If I'm like just mid watching it, I'm just like leg bouncing, like holy shit.
Yeah, for me, it's not a lack of interest. It's just I don't know. Something in me just can't rest still while watching a series. There's a reason why it took me 6 hours to watch the first 3 episodes of Ava, despite liking it.
Ava.
I would literally pause the episode, stand up, go make a meal, and then like use the restroom, come back, stare at the screen, and not do anything for like another 30 minutes, and then start it up again. Because it's just like
stare at the screen for 30 minutes, just in a trance.
Yeah. Well,
I think he had a seizure. I'm not so sure.
No, in my head, I was having this mental battle. Like, I want to watch this, but I'm still restless.
The remote is over there.
I'm so sorry. I like the concept of this being in like your daily plan of like it's like okay, well I'm gonna get home from work. I'm gonna make myself a little something. I'm gonna turn on the TV. I'm gonna disassociate for 30 minutes, and then I'm sorry to eat.
I'm sorry to say that
when I came home from work.
I'm sorry to say that's not an image spot. That actually does happen to me, unfortunately.
I was so depressed some days after leaving the branch that I would do that shit.
All right. So, chat. Even though it was my pick, I did unfortunately not make the time to watch it. I'll try and watch it after this AniBites.
2 weeks.
Hey.
Actually, I think it was longer.
You heard my explanation earlier.
Actually, it was like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks.
Oh hush. Anyways, but yeah.
My biggest issue is that like,
how was
if I'm hyperfixated on something, I can't jump.
Yeah. So how was the animations for it?
It was solid.
Yeah.
2024 anime, it's pretty good. I've been tending to like what has been coming out between 2020 and now. Honestly, even like 2016 from now.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Yeah.
2012 from now.
Yeah.
Just the animation style that people are actually being able to worm CGI better into their stuff makes a break for me sometimes.
Yeah, because I am curious, because obviously, like, being Magic Girls, one of the things that's going to happen is Magic Girl battles. So obviously there's going to be some animated action scenes. So I was wondering if they were good, or if it looked like they had a little bit of budget, or...
I think it was
A few of
that
them were
first. I
fun.
think it was that first one that was a little jar. Was it the first one? I watched
think-
just like
yeah.
I watched just like last week, so I don't remember. But the first
Yeah.
CGI was a little jarring, and then it seemed like okay, like then the budget was like fine, and it looked good.
All right.
Yeah.
God damn
So-
it! Kiss's constant invites last night are still on my screen, and my taskbar is bothering it. I can't reach the fucking chat.
So
Good job, baby girl.
So my basic summary of the series earlier kind of summarized episode 1, honestly. Episode 2 is when we finally get introduced to the company's staff. What was your initial impressions looking at all of them?
Shit, I love me a tired boy, and there's not only one, I'm gonna skip ahead just a tad, but
Go ahead.
2, because I got into the fucking 3rd episode and I was like, another gremlin!
Yay.
Yes!
Gremlin. That
The
gremlin
first
looked like
gremlin's
Deku. I like it.
crossdresser, but I love it. Me tired boys
Fucking
any
what's his
day of
face?
the week.
Shigemoto being being an adult
Man.
man in the fucking in the magical girl dress is so good.
I
Yeah.
also really like the green-haired one. I can't think of his name, but the tech guy.
I know who
Yay.
you're talking about.
Nikuyama. Yeah.
He's
like-
like
he's
he's
adorable.
like if Deku decided to wear flannel and become a programmer.
Oh no!
So he's Deku then.
Don't say that. He's an adult, and he might be my favorite.
I stand by my statement.
Well, your statement's wrong,
And I
motherfucker.
stand by my statement. So like, I know I asked you this. Oh no, go ahead.
It reminds me of like some of the people who talk about the most recent Monster Hunter game that came out, where it's like, oh, look at these hot ladies. Your handler and your blacksmith are like really attractive, but it's just like there are some people. It's like, yeah, I get that, and they do look really nice, but I like the researcher guy who's a little too into his research, and I like the R&D guy who's just tired and he doesn't really give a shit, and he's
Don't make fun of
treating
me
this
right now.
he's treating this otherworldly expedition as a 9 to 5. Like, I get it, hot lady,
But
tired guy.
relatable.
Well, for somebody who's not into women as much,
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
So I know I
I'm
asked
like,
you this.
ooh.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was gonna say I asked you this before stream, and I'll ask again for the for chat. How far many episodes did you get in?
I
Yeah.
am 4.5, or no, 3.5. Sorry, I made it halfway through the 4th episode.
I'd like to
stop.
think I got 6 in, but I could be wrong.
And I got to 3.
Okay. I guess before asking the bite, so I'll wrap this up so that way we can get to our free week. Before getting to the bite, if you could watch it without any commercials at all, would you consider continuing to watch?
I mean, yeah, it's already pretty much a bite on my list anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say it's a bite as well. I will probably continue watching it. It's just gonna take me a hell of a lot. It's gonna be kind of on sub. It's gonna be like on the sub schedule of like it's just gonna take me. You know, I'll only be able to do X amount of episodes at a shot.
Okay, and you, Brownie?
Yeah, I'm willing to watch more of it. Like literally, like you said, it's just I gotta deal with commercials, and
Yeah.
nowadays, because I'm not, in my teens anymore, it's commercials just take too much of the wind out of my sails to watch something. If I'm watching something and I get an ad, I'm very likely to just turn it off.
All right.
Like I'm one of those weirdos that pays for YouTube Premium. Like if I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
watch
Oh yeah, nope, I do too.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm gonna watch watch a video by you, the moment I get an ad, it's like, oh, you should have made your video shorter.
Mhm.
Nope.
I just refresh the
gone.
page.
I'm gone.
I just refresh the page until I get a page with no ads.
Yeah, no, I can't. I
But
can't be bothered.
for me, it's the principle. Like, I'd rather spend time refreshing the page and not
It
watching
depends
the
on
ad
the
than
creator I'm
ad.
watching.
I
Let me go with that.
also can't do that on my TV.
Mm, mm.
It depends on the creator I'm watching because I know ads support them, but like
So
It's
obviously,
Not,
just like a
not
video
as
I
much,
look up randomly,
especially now that YouTube's changed their terms and services stuff. Now they get almost not they get like 1/3 of what they were making like even 4 months ago.
boo.
Yeah, like ads means nothing to them anymore.
okay. So I know Phoenix and Star both gave it a bite. And what about you, Brownie?
Yeah, I'm willing to watch more of it. Like I said though, it might take me a little bit. There was
Okay.
a time when I watched anime in 10-minute intervals because of this. Like I would watch an anime for like 10 minutes and then I would get an ad and then I would stop and then do something else and then be
Mhm.
like, oh, I would come back and the episode would be done and then I could be like, okay, well let me rewind it to the halfway point.
Well, fuck.
and
Way
then watch the rest of the episode later.
Okay. Well,
I
based
might do that with this.
and this might be the first time, and maybe it might be a thing to do in the future. Like I'll give you my review score based on your reviews. So I do read the manga. I really like the manga, and I'm trying my best to keep up with it, but I've fallen behind. I will give this anime a bite, but it'll be a cautious bite because I don't know what they've changed or like how the CG will look. But I going into this, I was hopeful, and I'm glad to hear from the three of you that it was good enough for you all to give it a bite despite the commercials. So I will. So yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna try and spend some of my free time watching it. Like I said, I'll probably try and watch it after the podcast is over. Hopefully, I won't have to pause it and walk around my apartment and stare at the screen for 30 minutes. But
yeah.
but we'll see.
Maybe. You should.
Well,
At
now
the very
you,
least, I'll get 2 episodes in.
now you can't even do what Brownie was talking about, like have it play the episode and then rewind, because then it would just nail you with another set of ads, like right at the ad point.
Yeah, it will literally just give you ads again because I've tested that out. I was like,
Oh, yeah, no,
if
I
launch the episode and then let it run all the way to the end, and then be like, okay, well, let me rewind it because it quote unquote it played the ad already, so logically I should be able to like rewind and just watch it uninterrupted. Nope, it'll give you it again.
No,
Oh yeah, no, I know that
clicks.
because like sometimes, especially for movies, I like to rewind and watch a scene again because I think the scene is cool, or I want to like look at it like with like under a figurative magnifying glass to see more details. But that scene is like right before an ad break, and then when I rewind it, ad again.
Mhm.
Hydration time for Nazis.
Yep, hydrate. And I guess I'll continue being the host just for the funs.
Yeah.
What did you all do for Freeweek? Let's go opposite order. Let's start with Star.
I'm actually watching Apothecary Diaries, and I've been binging that.
Very nice, very nice.
I've been really liking it so far, actually.
It's really.
And I hear that I hear that things don't really get to what I want until light novel 12, and season 2 is only on light novel 4. So, and there's no audiobook. I was gonna read the light novel, but there is no audiobook.
Nope.
But I really enjoyed reading the audiobook for Heaven's Official Blessing, so I was really hoping that because this was a Chinese light novel and stuff, that I could find somebody doing an audiobook for that.
All right.
Who knows?
All right, moving down the line. Brownie, what did you do for your free week?
Oops, give me 2 seconds. I opened up my notepad to organize my thoughts, and apparently it kept some of this.
He looks at his notepad, it's just a bunch of scribbles.
That would be impressive, considering that I don't think I can free draw on Notepad on my computer.
I mean, if you do the code right, it'll be a drawing.
You're not wrong. So
Phoenix, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Continuing off of what Star said, me and Lady did catch up on a few more episodes of some anime that we were watching, and she started, me included, even though I've already watched all of it. She started watching Soul Spider So What.
Ooh.
And it's funny that once again that Star brings up that she's watching Apothecary Diaries because the main character is voiced over by Aoi in both of those shows.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I do like her voice. Her voice actor's pretty good.
She's amazing at what she does. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's great. The excuse me.
No,
It's always fun watching watching a series from two different angles because she's getting the information from me as I talk about the light novel to her, and then she gets to see it like, oh, okay, well, I had this image in my head, and then now I can kind of paint a better picture of it, seeing it on the TV, and then once again, it's the difference between I was like, okay, wow, there's so much more info in the light novel, and so much stuff gets cut out for the anime, and it's like, yeah, well, it's like if you're ever wondering why this ended up this way, it's because of this, and it's like, yeah, well,
That's
there
how
you
I
go.
feel with Kiss right now. She's
Mhm.
watching Evan's official's bless. He's watching Evan's official's blessing, and I'm like, no, the light novel. It had more shit in it.
Yeah, it had more shit in it. Absolutely. We also
I hope
watched
he's
the
enjoying it.
there's a seasonal anime that's premiering right now that I read the manga for that I enjoy. I never started watching it, even though it's like 7 or 8 episodes into the season right now. But we watched the first 6. We spent like 2 hours on the couch and we watched the first 6 episodes. And let me find it. Let me find the full name, just because of these names, man. I swear. The Two Perfect Saint tossed aside by my fiance, sold to another kingdom.
Jesus
Oh
fucking
yeah,
Christ. Cool.
I love these titles so much. They're so
It's
campy.
so great.
The I described it as a romance anime with a heavy revenge subplot. And
Oh.
Rabbit was all on board for it. She was like, "Yes, please." So we sat down and we watched it, and she was she enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it in anime form because I read the manga for it, and that's me for so I don't hog the mic too long. It's like that's what I did for my free week. We me and Lady watched some stuff that I have already consumed, but I recommended to her, so that's what happened.
Oh,
Fair,
good.
fair.
Oh, and a side note.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, oh, I'm so sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Speaking of light novels and audiobooks, if you are interested in some, not some spider, um, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I believe in about a month, the audiobooks for books 4 and 5 should come out. So
Ooh.
if you want to listen to the light novel, up to
Well, it'd be really unfortunate for you right now, but I hate that show with a passion.
No, you're good.
Gasp. Controversy.
Yeah.
Right. Various different reasons, but yeah.
No, yeah, that's fine. There's that coming out. Was there
Okay.
anything else audiobook wise that I had? No, I don't think so. Nope, that's fine.
All right, then we'll move it on down to Phoenix.
Yay. So I have been all over the place. I've actually been watching a whole bunch of shit. I've started watching the one that I've just started watching like this week. Is I lost it because I decided to move my list here. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, I'm standing on a million lives. I've been working through slowly.
I think that's on the list.
It's
I tried
pretty
reading the manga for
good.
that.
It's pretty good so far. It's interesting. It's a little weird. I like it. I've rewatched again Isekai Cheat Magician.
And you're allowed to rewatch.
Oh,
I rewatched
I
that.
remember that one.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
I that's the one where it starts off with like the boy and the girl.
Yeah.
And the magic system is based off of like your like interpretation of it, and so because they have like modern day interpretations of like what like a fire accelerant would be, it's better for them.
Yeah, so like they can make fire, like the fireball in the isekai world is just like your standard like fire, but because they know of accelerants, they can like, all right, then they start using like propane fire and you know gasoline fire, like they so their stuff is better or different color, you know, things like that, which is I always love that stuff. I always love that.
That there's a clean burning hellfire.
That's right. Clean burning hellfire.
Propane and propane accessories, chat.
I watched in there. I rewatched in its entirety Shield Hero. I think I talked off stream about that with Brownie. I like it. I think Brownie made it make sense on why everyone hated on it. I disagree. I think everyone should like it. But yeah, that just, everyone should like it. Damn it.
Why won't you like the things I like? God damn it.
Yeah, fuckers. Yeah, I mean, I've been all, and then of course, you know, actually, we'll talk about seasonal animes real quick right after this, but you know, I that's basically what I've been doing is I'm trying the Million Lives one, but otherwise I'm kind of just in a rewatching comfort zone type deal right now.
Hell yeah.
Feel
All
that.
right.
All right. And
Excuse me.
I've been mostly busy this week. I mean, the little anime or consumption I've done is through manga, of which I am horribly behind. Because for every manga I'm behind, I leave open a tab, and I currently have 142 tabs of manga open on my smartphone.
I fucking feel that with my
And that's not including because that's my side browser. My main browser has the ones I really care about, and that's like an additional like 10. And I'm still behind on that too. So, but yeah, it doesn't help that they've released a lot of new manga recently.
That would give me so much anxiety, man. Like the most amount of tabs I ever have open on my phone is like 10. And that's normally because my phone sometimes when I Google search something, like opens it in the web browser instead of like whatever.
No, I'm the same. I try.
Goddamn.
Like when I was younger, I did my best to stay on top of that, and I tried to have no more than 10.
Yeah.
And pushing it was 20. Somehow it's gotten this bad. One of these days, I say one of these days, I need to take like a week off from work, lock myself away from the world, and just do nothing but read all the manga tabs I have open.
Damn. Okay, so.
But why does that sound so great?
It's great, but it's awful at the same time.
There was an SNL skit like that, I believe, where like Andy Samberg's character was like, "Oh, I'm so tired of being behind on like TV shows." Like he locks himself in a bunker and watches like everything that's out. He like spends all of his savings like buying DVDs, and like he locks himself in a bunker and watches them all. He comes out, he's like, "Finally, I'm caught up with everything." And then some guy on the street walks past him and was like, "Oh, nice, dude. If you're caught up on everything," I was like, "Have you started watching Game of Thrones yet?" And this will date that skit. But it's like, and he's like, "Oh, fine," and he goes back in the bunker.
Like
That's the end of the skit.
Reminds me of a animation I saw on YouTube where like this guy like got super swole and like he became a jerk, and they're like, "Yeah, no, I lost my ability to sing by doing this. How do I get it back?" And the guy who turned him that way, he's like, "There's only one way." He hands them the Harry Potter book, and he's like, "Go read that and don't stop until you can tell me what happened at Hogwarts." And he goes and reads it, and he comes back and he's all skinny and back to normal.
Dude, Yeah, like literally, if I go on my phone right now, I have 6 tabs open.
Yeah.
I have the seasonal anime chart, the Oblivion wiki,
Nice.
The
and
Oblivion
I have
wiki.
4, and I have
It's
4
been a while.
tabs. it's been a minute. And then I have 4 tabs open for manga.
I
And
have.
for me, at least how I treat manga is there'll be a manga that I'll add to my watch or read later. I'll click on it and I'll be like, okay, well, I'll start from chapter 1, and then I'll read like 10 chapters or something like that, and it'll either stay on my open tab, and then I'll read more chapters later, or I close it and be like, I'll read more of this later or something like that. Maybe it's a little slow to start, so I'll give it another shot some other time. And what then ends up happening is I'll look at my list of, oh, this thing that you read before got an update. You got 10 chapters in, and now they're on chapter let's just say like 50 or something. And I was like, okay, oh, I'll just pick up back where I left off. Thank you for reminding me that it exists. Let me go read that again. So
Yeah.
And then I go, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me, Brownie. It's Sunday. That means like 4 of the things I read are updating today. God damn it.
Yeah, tomorrow Dawn to Dawn will
More
update,
tabs.
and then Tuesday Chainsaw Man will update. Those are the only ones that I remember off the top of my head.
I mean, I have those both open in tabs, but they're both on chapter 1 because I haven't started reading them yet. I have them open so I actually get around to reading them.
Yeah, of course. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck was that?
I
Some
don't
have
know.
them?
What?
My whole house just shook.
Brownie's under
Oh.
attack!
Thunder?
Everyone mobilize!
Are we getting inclement weather again?
They've opened fire!
This is gonna be.
Return fire,
it's all-
Brownie!
If I leave the podcast, it's because my power went out. Apologies.
Oh, that's fair. We're almost
fucking
done.
dare
I
you.
think I would like to. I'm gonna take host over for a second, or
Go
a
ahead.
bit. And I'm
Use the
gonna. Throw me the mic. Throw me the mic. Dropped it. Anyway, no. Let's talk about, is anyone watching any of these seasonal animes or just off-season animes?
I mean, technically, I am watching Apothecary Diaries. That's season 2.
Yeah.
simulcast right now.
That's fair.
Unfortunately, I
And I am
don't
on
keep.
season 2.
Unfortunately, I don't keep up with seasonal animes. That's why part of the reason why I joined AniBites was that way I could find a way to force myself to watch more anime because I used to enjoy doing it so much.
Fair.
All right.
Not because you like hanging out with us, it's because you were trying to regain some hobby. Okay, good to know.
I mean, 2 things can be true. I like enjoying it. I enjoy hanging out with you as well. My only wish is that we did it more off stream than just on Sundays. But
We're always in the
That's-
chat.
that's
You
a-
can join
that's a-
anytime.
that's also on me as well. I could easily hop in and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey."
When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. Sleepy.
I don't actually like pizza bagels.
Get out.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, no, it's not that I hate pizza bagels entirely. It's just that every pizza bagel brand I've ever bought from have a awful aftertaste.
Interesting.
Oh. Interesting.
It's-
Is that plasticky aftertaste?
Yeah, and also any like product made by
Dairy
Tyson
pizza,
brand
yes,
also
yeah.
has that problem. Like Tyson brand tastes good. It's just that the aftertaste is why I won't eat like Tyson brand like chicken nuggets and stuff like that. Even though they're the easiest to find compared to all the other brands.
That's tough.
I
Yeah.
have that same kind of
I'm-
problem
I
with
just
Purdue
can't give a shit
Nuggets.
because I need to survive.
I think the only.
I mean, yeah, no.
thing-
If I need to survive, yeah, then I'll deal with it. But otherwise, if I have the option, nah.
Lady has free reign of the freezer. She buys more frozen goods than I do.
Fair.
But I think I have like 4 things in the freezer. Like if I'm trying to think of it, I think I have frozen
Fries.
strawberries. Yes, fries. Fries is 1. Frozen strawberries is 2. Frozen pineapple is 3.
Ooh,
And then ice cream probably.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna-
5 would be I have a tray for ice. That makes my ice into little balls, little spheres that look like
Ooh.
bubbles, and I like them.
Fancy.
So that's in there.
The
Brandon, you know who I live with,
testicles.
correct?
Yeah, I'm familiar with your living situation. It hasn't changed
Yeah.
since the last time, yeah.
Yeah. You remember how stuffed the fridge back at the OG house was, correct?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
familiar. You had a pretty decent sized fridge.
Yeah, but you remember how stuffed it was, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Question.
No.
It was so
I hate-
full.
I
It
hate
was
when people-
ridiculous.
Too much.
Yeah.
I went
The
up to your
correct
fridge.
thing.
I went up to your fridge to get water. I very rarely opened your fridge, but yes, I
Yeah.
do remember how full it was.
Yeah. Now remember how big the fridge is here, and then take all three of those, and you'll realize how much of that, how stuffed that fridge is, and how little of that is actually mine.
Yeah, because it's you generally had like a mini fridge of your own that you kept like your snacks and soda and stuff in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of were able to like displace some of your goods between like two sources. So you were
But I don't have that no. I don't have that no more. So now my fridge is almost packed full all the time with stuff that isn't mine.
Oh,
Sounds like you need to get
gosh.
another fridge.
Second fridge, yeah.
Second
I mean,
fridge? What about second fridge?
What about second fridge? I know. Every now and then I get my neighbor's mail, so I'll go over to his place and turn it in. And
That's
I know
nice of you.
He's the kind. I know he's. Thank you. He's the kind of
Thank
guy
you.
who has like those. It looks like the size of a treasure chest that you find in like a fantasy setting, but it's just a freezer.
Oh,
You
the,
know
like
what I'm talking about?
they're
Yeah, the lay down freezers. Yeah, I know the ones you're talking about. Yeah.
Is it called a lay down freezer? Anyway,
Well, no, it's just called. It's
I
just
think
called
I
a
think
freezer.
I
call
think
it,
it's called I think it's actually called like a chest freezer. Like I think you were correct.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
put the deer in.
Yeah, that's what we do.
He's got one of
The
those.
deers.
He's got one of those, and it's a freezer, and
Mhm.
he just has all of his game meat in there because I know he does hunting.
Yeah, I suggested to my other person I'm living with for the other one, like, hey, maybe you should get them that, and they were just like, no. If they got that, all it would do is just give them more stuff to store, and the clutter wouldn't leave the other fridges and freezers.
Fucking true. You know
Yeah.
what the most white people thing I've ever seen? I don't, maybe that's
Continue. Continue. Tell us the whitest thing you've ever seen.
One of my neighbors has a drink fridge.
I
It's
have
a
one of
refrigerator.
those.
I have a water fridge.
I would like one, but not in my current living situation.
She has a fridge that just has soda, juice, water, alcohol. That's all that's in it.
Mine
Fridge.
mine just has
my,
alcohol in it.
My oldest sister has a fridge like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my defense, my fridge.
She is a
flushes
white
my
girl.
Water bottle up, and the Tism likes that.
There's a-
All right.
Yeah,
I'm not-
tis-
I don't want to imply that it's bad.
Too bad
I'm
you
just
did.
saying
I'll have you know that
that I
I'm
noticed-
1/3 Native
I-
American.
I noticed fridge number 1 and fridge number 2, and I was like, "What's fridge number 2?" And then she was like, "Drinks," and I was like, "Okay."
Drinks.
Anyways,
It's funnies to me.
I would like to apologize for massively derailing you, Phoenix.
What was I talking about?
Yes.
Something about seasonal anime.
Oh fuck! Right. I don't know where I was going with it, but I have been truly enjoying the all not Altair Master. The what's the one that I keep talking about? Brownie. It's the it's not Altair. What the fuck is it?
It's
Altair's-
it's like the Adelaide Master or something like that.
Yeah,
it's a weird name. It's another one of those kooky power fantasies where it's like the main character is really good in one specific aspect, but he's kind of shit in everything else. But the thing that he's really good in is like really good, and it can really reshape the world. And they, well, to live up to the name, it's like he's the unaware.
Yeah. Yeah.
Altair Meister. There you
Meister.
go. So-
And then I've also been well, it just ended, but it was simulcasted, so I'm a little delayed on it. But I left my party to help my students. It was really good. I really enjoyed that.
That's not over.
Is it not? Is the season not over? They're at
No.
like oh then
Episode Episode 19 should be coming out in like a week. They're good for 24 episodes.
Oh, damn. All right. I just haven't seen an update in a bit.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I-
Unfortunately, Bamco gets in these kind of weird things where they have to skip a week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
because I'm delayed by 3 weeks because of simulcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
Bamco is kind of spread a little thin because they have their fingers in so many pies. They're like Nintendo. Where it's like, oh,
Pies.
we do figures, we do this, we do that, and it's just like, and even amongst the fact that they are a big company, it's like they're not really big company.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people who know who Bandai Namco is, but it's like, yeah. So
I need
they have
to.
enough money. They have enough money. I'm sorry for interrupting. They have enough
No,
money to throw at one project. Like I was like, oh, we're doing one anime this year.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's going to be. I left my A-rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths, and they're going to throw enough money at it to be like, it's going to be good quality. We don't want to cut corners, or we're going to cut corners where we can, but it's like we're going to keep up the visuals, and we're good for 2 cores. Like that's one of the big things
Okay.
that they do. It's like we're good for not 12 episodes, we're good for 24.
I'm excited. Okay, now I'm excited because they ended like just abruptly, and I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks.
No, yeah, give it a little bit of time, and
alright.
you'll get another.
All right, cool.
Speaking of
Yeah.
the seasonal anime, I was really excited to find out that Miss Green Apple did the second opening for season 2 of Apothecary Diaries.
No.
Green Apple's so popular.
I like them;
Yeah.
they're pretty good. I did Inferno, but I don't like Fire Force.
That's okay.
I like the
Fire
song.
Force. I like Fire Force, but hey,
Who does Fire Force? Is that
The same guy who does Soul Eater.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I meant animation company. Forgive me.
Oh,
okay.
Is it Bones? I think it's Bones, isn't it?
I think it is.
it's
I think
not-
it.
It's not Bones. I would know if it was Bones.
Let me open it up. All I was gonna add on earlier, Phoenix, is that one of the manga tabs I have open is for the left A rank one. I did enjoy the little I read of that.
Yeah,
So
I've been
It's
enjoying
good.
that. Yeah.
so hopefully if I ever get around to it, I'll enjoy the anime as well.
And if you enjoy it, Sleepy, I can tell you this already. The anime is farther than manga.
Ooh.
For what?
For I left my A-rank party to help my students reach the dungeon depths.
It's hard to believe because the manga's pretty far.
Yes, I know the manga's like 130 chapters in, and guess what? Even 19 episodes into the anime, it's farther.
That's
I'm gonna
so
call
weird.
sus on that.
I
But I'll have to wait.
I think the
Oh,
pacing's
yeah.
been pretty good.
No, the pacing has been pretty good. Okay? So, how do I phrase this? Remember the conversation we had, Phoenix, probably about like 2 months ago,
Yeah.
where I was talking about this specific series, and where it's like there are some dark themes and there are some ecchi themes.
Mm-hmm.
Bamco is cutting 70% of those for the anime, and it's making the pacing better.
Okay.
Do I wish they were there? Yes. Do I miss them now that they're not there? Not so much. It's fine.
Okay. Interesting.
There's a lot of
Oh,
scenes where the girls are being aggressive with our main character.
Very.
And that's just not in the anime. It's just not.
That
Yeah, I
makes
was
a lot of
wondering-
sense.
I was wondering about that because they were pretty forward in the scenes that I have skimmed from the manga.
So
I
and then
don't know.
there are situations that are kind of dark when it comes to how some people die. That is also not in the anime.
Well, unfortunately, it's already sounding like I might not like the anime that much then.
Yeah, because it's
Because I know you and I have the kind of opposite opinion when it comes to that sort of thing.
I would like the animation to be faithful to the manga, but I know stuff gets cut every single iteration.
Yeah.
I know stuff
Mhm.
is going to
Yep.
get cut from light novel to manga. I know stuff is going to get cut from manga to anime. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. The anime, to a lot of people, is going to be promotional material for the other elements of the series. Did you like the anime? Go read the manga. Did you like the manga? Go read the light novel.
Yeah, I was gonna say that mainly applies to more light novels, but I'm pretty sure that this is already a light novel before becoming a manga.
I can look it up right now.
Oh, by the way, to answer your question, it was David Production who did Fire Force.
Yeah, it's David. The guys who do JoJo.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I've
JoJo
also...
and Cells at Work.
Yeah, it's technically Cells at Work as well. Yeah, you're not wrong. They also did that one anime that Star likes that I have on my watch later. Undead Unluck.
Ah, yes, we did.
Mm,
I like Undead Unluck.
If I can take the mic for 2 seconds.
No.
There's an anime that I was looking forward to that ended up oh my. If there's an anime that I was looking forward to this season, it's probably Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows. It's pretty okay.
Oh, I've been enjoying that.
I have also been enjoying it. And probably the two surprises that I did not expect to be fun have to be Witch Watch, which is more comedy than it is romance, but it's about a girl who falls in love with this guy, and they get separated at childhood because she needs to go to witch school, and he's like, what does that mean? And then she comes back and is like, nope, I'm a witch. And then they get into magical hijinks, and is like, this has actually been really adorable.
Yeah, I actually tried giving the manga of that a shot because it was more comedy than romance. I couldn't get into it.
It's constantly on the hot tab on Weep Central. Like if you go to Weep Central, it's like Witch Watch, the most recent chapter, should be one of the hot ones. The other one that I recommend if you are into romance is Kowloon Generic Romance. And as you might imagine, it's not that generic. It's kind of like a weird, like, pseudo mystery. It's like this town that's not supposed to exist, that's like stuck like 30 years in the past, and it's even reflected in the anime's art style, where like if you look at the anime, it looks like it's like a 90s anime.
I think I've been seeing some stuff on that.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I've been enjoying it.
I saw the gif of like the woman and like the car cleaning or something like that. The panting gif, because I go to sites, so I know of it.
Sites.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to name drop this site in particular, just because it's if people know you go there, it's very polarizing.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. You watch Sleepy. You watch Uma Musume, don't you?
I want to. I'm reading the manga, but yeah, I want to watch it. I am a fan of anything, even slightly Monster Girl related.
Yeah, because I know Cinderella Grey is going on right now. So.
Oh yeah, no, that's the manga I'm reading. If it's getting an anime, then I'm probably gonna try and watch that.
No, it's seasonal. It's on episode 8 right now.
Okay, then yeah, then I guess I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, a lot of people are singing its praises because it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, the manga is good, so that means like I'll definitely probably enjoy the anime because there's not too much for them to cut out. I don't think. Or actually, at this point, I wouldn't. Where I'm at, I would say there's nothing they need to cut out, but who knows?
All right, I will relinquish the mic to anybody else who desires it. We were talking about seasonal anime.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at.
I mean, I've been enjoying keep doing things on the side here and moving my stuff here. And I really
the White Mage who was banished by the Heroes Party, picked up by a strange adventurer. Okay, yeah, I read the manga for that, so I'll look forward to that. I don't know if I'll watch it, but I'll look forward to it if I ever get a chance to watch it.
I've been.
I will.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'll like send a picture of it in the side chat, but continue.
I finally started watching the Gorilla God one. And I have been enjoying
it's
that.
Cute. It's romantic comedy. It's It's with the fantasy setting.
Yeah.
I posted a
What's it
picture in the
called?
side chat.
Oh.
Hopefully you can recognize it from that. It doesn't have the title in there, but it's clear where the title should be.
Oh,
Yeah, I read the manga for that,
yeah.
so I would probably really like the anime.
This is one of the ones that I'm behind on. This is one of the ones where like I read like the first 20 chapters, and then next time it gets an update, I'll read another like 5 chapters or something.
I try and keep up with it. I think it's one of the few manga that I've actually kept up with, but I could be like a chapter or two behind.
Yeah.
Outcast Restaurant. Okay, I could see myself liking or disliking that because I do read the manga.
So are you checking out stuff that's happening next season? Is that what's going on? Because I don't think this is happening right now.
Oh yeah, no, I typed in summer, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait for the summer Hikaru died.
Hikaru. I know Hikaru came up in my Duolingo lesson. It was like, yeah, spell Hikaru, and I was like, oh, it's like, isn't there an anime coming out for that? And I was like, and then I spelled it. I was like, it means to shine, and I was like, oh, that's cute.
All right.
And
Yeah.
summer is packed.
Yeah, I just finished. I basically named off all the stuff that I'd be interested in for the summer. So.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm going to just rapid fire a handful of these that interest me.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Summer 2025, Kaiju number 8 season 2.
Nice.
Dress Up Darling season 2. Don season 2.
Nice.
The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Shield Hero season 4.
Yeah.
I Was Reincarnated as Seven Prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability season 2.
Yes.
Rascal Doesn't Dream of Santa Claus.
Oh.
Sakamoto Days Court 2. Call of the Night season 2.
What about Call of the Night?
Yep. The one that Sleepy mentioned, Scooped Up by an S-rank adventurer. The Summer Hikaru Died. That one's going to be interesting. Reborn as Vending Machine season 2.
Ah, second.
Oh, the Mikadono one looks. I'm reading the manga for that one, so that one's interesting to me. So, as interesting as a romantic comedy can be, but yeah.
Yeah, there's no freaking way I'll be your lover unless. Oh my god. Season 2 of Panty and Stocking.
Yes, I forgot that was coming out this summer. Fuck yeah.
We are not live, chat.
Solo Camping for 2.
I cannot wait for season 2 of Fanny and Stocking.
I mean, no one can blame you. It's been how many years since season 1?
12.
There you go.
I don't know if that's true. I just chose an astronomical number.
Okay, yeah. No, it's summer. It's packed.
I think that astronomical number is, if not right, close to being right.
That's kind of that's age.
Oh, let's go! I forgot that was getting animated. Deep.
I'm guessing Chainsaw Man movie.
No, there was I'm checking fall, and I was like,
fall.
okay, well, it's like what's coming out? May I ask for one final thing? It's an action rom-com, and it's about it's a revenge plot where you have a female main character. It's set in like the romancing period where it's like, okay, well, here's typical fantasy setting, and people who are like nobles and stuff like that are typically blessed by gods, and she's blessed she's blessed by the god of time.
Ooh.
And so she uses that to fucking Zawarudo and fucking JoJo people. She's all fucking hands. Like I remember when I saw the promotional material for the or when I saw the cover for manga issue #1, and here's this lady with pink hair and a red dress, and she looks nice and stuff like that, but she's got fucking black leather biker gloves with studded knuckles, and I'm like, ooh, I'm reading this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait. I'm reading this one. Hold on, I'm reading this one. And now it's getting an anime. I forgot it's getting an anime. All right.
The art looks familiar. It looks like one of the ones that I tried to read but didn't enjoy, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
That's right up my alley, though.
And we pass the mic back to you, Phoenix.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that's everything we got. We're coming up at an hour 30. So unless you guys have something you want to chit chat about, I think this is a good stopping point. I think we got to find out whose actual turn it is this upcoming week.
I think it's just you, my guy. Since you didn't sacrifice your turn for free week, I said, do we want to just postpone your turn so we can just have a free week? And then you said, yeah.
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure it's just yours.
Nice. All right. Well, then I got to find something for you guys to watch.
Holy shit.
Hello.
Wow, I heard that was loud.
No, I saw
What,
that
me?
one. That was a...
Did you?
What?
I just heard thunder from Brownie. Like he lit up and everything.
I
like,
didn't hear it.
fuck.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't hear it. So
I got some flash and lightning outside.
Well, be safe, my dude.
he's got the flash chat.
I'm in my house. I should be fine.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, go outside and dance in the rain. It'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Come on.
I promise.
I'm not gonna do that. I just took a shower.
Be adventurous. More rain's not gonna make you unclean.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt.
I
It'll be
mean,
fine.
Actually, probably
I
would.
mean,
It's
it's
probably
not clean.
gross.
well, the water. Yeah, when it falls down from the sky, it's gonna get like particulates in the air. So yeah, he'll be getting hit with dirt.
Gross.
Little doodads in there.
Little
Yeah.
doodads. Little water bears. Who doesn't love water bears?
Yeah. And then it's gonna get on my car. My car's gonna get all dirty, even though I washed it 4 days ago.
Not Mika.
See, that's why it's rain. That's why it's rain. Where you washed your car. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I know. I should have learned my lesson. I done fucked up.
But all right.
I need to.
We're
But
gonna...
nothing important. I was just gonna say I need to wash my car after driving places for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I like
time.
washing my car.
It's time for the spring wash and undercarriage crap so that I don't rust out the bottom of the car. Yay,
Wants to
salt.
take a gander at my new project.
You're gonna wash the undercarriage? Nice.
What?
What?
Wait.
Wait.
No. Jesus Christ.
All right. And with that, we're not actually going to raid out to anyone. We are going to call it here. Thank you for watching AniBites, the anime podcast.
Who knows, Chad? Maybe next week I'll have enough energy to actually gargle a soda on stream.
Ah!
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Did you not want to keep rolling for our schedule 1, or are you just doing that by ourselves?
Oh, I was just going to do that off stream with you guys. Do you want me to
Okay,
stream
cool.
it?
Oh, no, I don't care either way. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I figured I'd just play games with you guys off stream. That
Okay.
way you didn't feel like I'm just using you guys for content.
I feel better when you did not.
Oh, you feel okay?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
now
just fucking
now I don't know what to do. I wasn't expecting that. All right.
Now,
Well,
that's the quote of the episode.
I've spent my whole life exploiting. I don't know what to do with it.
all right. Well, you can find Brownie at Light Novel Brownie on YouTube. You can find Star regularly here. And you can find Sleepy at Sleepy Corpse over here on Twitch as well. He's normally here as well. Thank you for joining us, lubbers, chat, lubbers.
Lubbers.